I have 12 days to make $10,000 from my startup or it might die. Today is day 2. Let me tell you what happened. On day 1, we sent out a bunch of messages to people in our network, just one-on-one messages, seeing if they're interested in buying and just making them aware of the concept. We got a lot of positive feedback and some rejections. The rejections are okay, we expect that. Today's first goal was to give them a way to pay. So I created a Stripe payment link, and then I used Bolt.new to create a landing page that provided some context around that payment link. So basically a bunch of marketing copy around that payment link. And I gave people an option to buy a membership for themselves or to gift a membership. I also threw on a savings calculator so people could see what they can anticipate to save. This is based off of some time standards that we have from already serving some customers and also some industry average. Now that I have a way for them to sign up and pay, the next step is to send it out to them so they can sign up and pay. And so that's what I did. I sent the link out to everyone that said they were interested on day 1, and also started sending the link out to other people, new people, people who I hadn't talked to before. As of right now, as I'm recording this, 0 people have signed up. We made $0 on day 1. We made $0 on day 2. I think some people might sign up tonight. I think we're in really good shape on day 3 for people to sign up. So hopefully day 3 is a money-making day for us. And I know what you're thinking. This is going to be pretty boring if all Bryce is doing every day is just sending out text messages to people that he knows. And I get it. But that's not what we're going to do forever. That's just what we're doing in the beginning here. In the beginning, I think it's really helpful to do things that are not scalable and try to talk to people one-on-one. You can see what's resonating with them. Rather than sending out some mass email, mass communication, and people just ignore it, I send these one-on-one, very personal messages just to see what works out. You're also seeing in the videos that I am just texting people on my phone. I'm not even using my computer or anything else. The reason why I like to text people on my phone is that the act of actually thumbing out a message makes you think about every word, every character, and also makes the language more human and natural. When you start typing on a keyboard, you tend to write longer form sentences, and it just isn't as personal. I like to thumb out those messages, and usually by the end of sending 50 messages or 100 messages, I really have that 1 or 2 lines down. It's really punchy. It communicates what people need to know, and people will say, tell me more. So on day 3, I think we're going to do more than just send text messages. Now that we have some basic messaging that seems to work, and we have a landing page, and we have a way for people to pay, I'm ready to scale this up and send this to more people and do some more at-a-glance marketing and try to get some sales that way. So I'm not 100% sure what we're going to do on day 3. I have some ideas. I'm going to plan that out tonight. And then tomorrow I will come to work ready to go. So what have I learned so far in this process? Well, I've learned a few things. The first thing is that we set this goal of spending no more than 8 hours a day working on HoneyDone. And it's actually really difficult to get up to that 8 hours a day of consistent work when you're at this early stage. There's only so much you can do and so much grinding you can do in the beginning here. There's not a lot of long tasks to do. Like creating the landing page was the longest thing that I've done, but just sitting and sending out messages for 8 hours a day isn't really practical. So we're actually so far way under the time commitment here. So going forward, I'm going to look at ways to maybe split some of this time across the other people on my team to see if a little bit of energy from me, a little bit of energy from them can go a long way and kind of amplify this. I also feel like we've learned a lot about the messaging so far. So we've shortened the pitch. It's getting simpler. People are starting to understand it, but this idea of a home manager is kind of a new idea for people. You don't run into people on the street who have home managers. It's not a popular concept. It's only really wealthy people that have home managers, and they're paying $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 a month for their home manager. And so when we say we are a home manager and we cost only $20 a month, it requires a lot of education. So we're figuring it out. The best success we've had so far, and this is before these 2 days that we've done so far in the sprint, is by letting people try out the service. So let us get them quotes and let us actually work tickets for them. And then once they're in, it's delightful for them and they really enjoy it. So I have to figure out a way to provide that experience to help convert people during the sprint. I'm curious to see what happens when people start watching these videos that I'm recording right now. I haven't posted any yet to socials, but I think the first one's going to go live tonight. And so we'll see if tomorrow we start getting some interactions with that and some people reaching out, and if that leads to sales. So I'm curious if any of this building in public actually helps us get some customers. So that's another experiment that we're running here. finally, while I have you here, I have to ask if there's anything that you would be doing if you were in my situation. What would be your first step if you had this idea for a business and you needed to get 40 customers in the next 2 weeks? What would you do? Would you do what I've done? Would you do something different? Let me know. I'm down to try anything. So here are the parameters, though, that I have, and that's that we have 12 working days to do this. We have up to 8 labor hours each of those days to get this done. We have $2,500 cash, and that doesn't count towards the labor. The labor is separate of that. We have $2,500 cash to run ads or do whatever else. All tactics are available as long as they're within budget, within scope, and we have to get all this done in the next 12 days, like I said. So 2 weeks, 3 weeks. So what would you do? What tactics would you try out? Love to hear them, and hopefully you can help me out. Oh, and if you don't know what's going on here, we are incubating HoneyDone. HoneyDone is an early stage startup. HoneyDone is your home manager. It's one number to call, text, email for anything you need around your house, anything you need to get done. If you have home maintenance, repairs, upgrades, anything that you need done around your house, you can contact us. We're not turning the wrench. We are not the service providers ourselves. Instead, we go find the right person to do the job at the right price. We act on your behalf to make sure things get done. And we also document everything along the way. And long story short, we do all the things that you could do as a homeowner, but you don't have the time for it. So we do it for you, and we do it right every time. We are incubating HoneyDone through a venture studio. So Centered is my venture studio. And as a venture studio, we make stage gate investments in our portfolio companies. So the portfolio company has to hit certain milestones in order to receive additional investment. So at this point, HoneyDone needs to make $10,000 in the next 12 days in order to continue receiving investment. If it doesn't make that $10,000, then we have to consider killing it off because the market doesn't want it, or at least we don't have the budget to bring this thing into existence. We're not going to spend $10 million to educate the market about what a home manager is. We just don't have that type of capital. So it's not going to be a fit for us to incubate it. So that's where we're at right now. We have 12 days to make $10,000 for HoneyDone, and we'll see if we do. I think we can. I think day 3, which is tomorrow, is going to be a really big day for us. I think money will start flowing in. I think we'll be able to do some really cool things going forward. So stay tuned.